CM, Queet CM, Queet Titas, I'd Sepka CM Heels, none of white squale. Great Creator, we thank you for coming together. We thank the wisdom of the elders and our teachers. We give gratitude for those who have gone before us and learned the ways. We give gratitude for the wisdom that we can share with each other. We say, Haj Kasiyam. Oh, he, oh, he, oh, hey. Yo, he, ho.
Hey Vancouver Island, welcome to another episode of Wise Folks. We are so glad you joined us on this wonderful sunny Vancouver Island day. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the importance of getting out of the house and joining our community through a project called Seniors Connect. You know, all over Vancouver Island, there's all kinds of community centers waiting for you to check them out. So do yourself a favor, grab yourself a beverage, and join us for Wise Folks and find out more about what's available in your neighborhood. Hey everybody, we're at the Seniors Connect Center and my voice is a little bit quiet because at the moment there's a chair yoga class going on. But meanwhile here in the back we want to share with you the importance of community centers and why the Seniors Connect project is really important on Central Vancouver Island. With me at the moment is Deborah Hollins and Taryn O'Flanagan, and we're going to talk about some really key issues that we need you to know about moving forward with these kinds of projects. So Deborah, what's the history of this particular project?
So we started the Senior Center with a pocket of money to encourage seniors, specifically seniors who were socially isolated and marginalized, to be able to access services and resources to bring them out of their homes and connect with community. We've done that. It's been very successful. In our community, we have a very high degree of seniors using the center daily, accessing programs that are designed to increase their mental, physical, and emotional health and wellness, like the chair yoga that you've mentioned, like support groups, like coming and getting resources, and then just individual activities like doing puzzles together or playing card games. So we're very pleased with what's resulted from our efforts.
So what happens though is a lot of these wonderful centers stay open for a while and then funding changes. So how do we encourage our community to get active and involved in keeping these kinds of centers open?
Well, that's $1 million question, is how do organizations come together to advocate for senior centers across the province? On Vancouver Island, I mean, it's my personal passion, and I think probably shared by Taryn as well, that we have senior centers specifically designed to target the socially isolated, specifically designed to decrease social isolation with seniors in every community on Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island has a high population of hard to reach seniors and marginalized seniors. The center itself has programs that are designed to help seniors at all levels of abilities, and it is important for each city each community across our province, because as seniors age, one of the things that we know that they come up against is feeling invisible within their communities. They're no longer front and center, and they have had to step back and give up a lot of their social causes or involvement. For a city to invest in a center that says to these individuals, you remain important, you remain vital, you remain interesting, throughout all stages of your life gives a very strong message to seniors that they need to hear and that we need to promote.
Taryn, I think that you may be able to address this, is seniors as it relates to mental health, depression and things like that. How can we reach those seniors that wouldn't otherwise be able to be reached without centers like this?
Well, that's the challenge, and that's why centers like this are important. Our volunteers are able to connect in, identify any sort of signs or symptoms that may show us that somebody may be struggling. Also gives our volunteers an opportunity to provide people with the resources on Vancouver Island that they need to get connected. And I don't think without a senior center like this, we would be able to access folks the way that we're able to now.
And I think it's interesting too that most cities on Vancouver Island, no matter where you are, there is some kind of a senior center. There's some kind of a place where people can gather, but very often there are cliques, and so a lot of people won't go to that particular senior center because it's not a one-stop shop. It's something that may not fit every person. How would you address a person who says, "Listen, I'm too nervous about going into that kind of a center"? What would you say to encourage them to go?
Well, I think the first thing is to explain to this person that is a really normal feeling for them to have when they're engaging in new environments. We have a lot of wonderful volunteers that have some really great training in terms of how to engage people in conversation and their interests. We also offer a variety of different activities when somebody's in the senior center for them to be able to do something that aligns with what's important to them and what they feel comfortable with.
Thanks, Deborah and Taryn. Great information. Next up, we're going to go to the Seniors Connect Expo and find out more about some of the participants who are creating legacy projects for everyone on Vancouver Island. I love seeing so many active people out in the community sharing the joys of what goes on for seniors right across the island. Jane, tell us about the Engage project and this wonderful event.
So, Engage with Seniors Connect is one of the 5 partner projects in the Pan-Canadian Seniors Connect project. And what we're doing here today, Kathy, is we're celebrating the Seniors Connect Expo. And we have each of our projects, there's 9 of them across Canada.
Wow.
They each have the same goals. Number 1, increase social participation for older adults.
Yep.
2, making sure they have help and support when needed. The third thing is that they have friends and family and a sense of community. And most importantly, number 4 is offering them good leadership opportunities.
Yes, of course. And leadership keeps people active and gets them out of their homes. And there's so many legacy projects that are with this, aren't there?
Yes, we've got a number. The project ends in April, but there's a number of programs that will continue afterwards in the community, like the Right Neighborly Walking program, the Better Together Champions, the Seniors in Action Groups, the Nanaimo Seniors Task Force, which has created an age-friendly city plan for Nanaimo.
Fantastic.
And then, of course, there's Wise Folks, which is Nanaimo Family Life Association's big legacy project, which of course is your project. So
I love it.
We're amazed.
Yeah,
we're loving this. So really excited. All of the people coming out here today are meeting other groups in the community that also continue to offer wonderful leadership opportunities. It's almost everything here is put on for seniors by seniors.
It's fantastic. Thanks, Jane. I can't wait to find out more about this amazing event.
Right. Thanks, Kathy.
Can you tell me more about the Transportation Committee, which is part of the Seniors Connect initiative?
I'd love to. A couple of years ago, when Seniors Connect started up their programs, we formed a Transportation Committee. And what we started with was, for seniors, was learning that their licensing is getting harder and harder to get as they get older. So we started up a program that they can actually prepare for that. So we have a pamphlet that we put out and produced, and they will be able to prepare for when they arrived at the age of 80. So the government is sending a letter out to them at the age of 79 to warn them that they need to have a checkup and that they need to go and see their doctor, and if they need to, they have to go to ICBC and take a test.
And is there an eye test and a driver's test?
Cognitive test as well.
Okay.
Yep, to see what shape they're in for driving. So it's nothing to be feared, because not everybody is having a problem driving at that age. You know, we have a much younger 80-year-olds than we used to have,
Absolutely.
right? So it's different. Yeah. So and then the next thing that we worked on was trying to figure out alternate transportation.
Right. For those of the people who do unfortunately lose their licenses,
That's
right?
right. So we started a program called Ride the Bus program. And what that is we take them out, a group, once a month, out on an empty bus, and we show them all the things that are available for them. We go through the schedule with them, the help they can get from RDN, Regional District of Nanaimo. And Victoria offers something of a similar program. It's not just Nanaimo, and the rest of the island, all they have to do is go to their transportation, the RDNs of the different cities, and ask them if they could set up a program for them too as well. And it's really interesting. It's working really good. And a lot of people are learning.
Thank you very much for being here.
So Dan, what are these contraptions?
These are walking poles.
And what do you do with them aside of walk with them? Is it a program?
Well,
What
we
is
have
it?
a program called Right Neighborly Walking Program at Seniors Connect.
Yeah.
And we have up to 15 participating in each group for 8 weeks. And I shouldn't even be sitting down for this.
I know you should.
Because we got to be walking with them, but that's okay.
That's okay. We do actually have some footage, I think, of you guys walking
yeah.
around, so we'll show that a little bit.
Well,
but what's the point of the whole exercise?
Well, it's about people getting out and the confidence around having some stability and camaraderie.
Yeah.
And we now have a couple people manning our booth over there
that would have otherwise
we're really actually quite isolated. And they're excited about the Right Neighborly Walking Program. So we're working our way around town. We're signing up and looking for interest all the way north, Deerwood, Oliver Roads, that type of thing. And
so remember though, even though that this particular walking program is local, this program being island-wide, we know that these kinds of initiatives are happening absolutely everywhere. And if they want to maybe start one of their own neighborly walking programs, can they do it through you guys?
they can phone me and I will give them the information on how we set it up and how they can set up, whether it's Port Alberni, Port Hardy, or wherever on the island.
And the best of all is it's just way too much fun.
I know.
Right?
It's so cool, and it helps an old guy like me with a bad knee.
Thanks, Dan. Great having
Thanks,
you here.
yeah. Awesome.
Here's a friendly face to Wise Folks and to Seniors Connect. Paul, tell me more about the Setting the Table program.
The Setting the Table project is a project of Nanaimo Food Share and my company, Manly Media, and we've been training seniors in video production, and then I've been mentoring them through the process of making videos that profile other seniors in the community, the things that seniors are active about, all related to food issues. So things they're passionate about. It could be about fermenting, could be about beekeeping, could be about the community gardens or the farmers market. So we're working on a variety of things.
That's great. So people are learning about healthy eating as well as video making.
Yeah, and what they can do in the community. It's all about getting them engaged in the community and trying to help with social isolation and getting, seniors have time to volunteer and to work on things in the community.
Yeah.
So one of the videos we're working on right now is about the Loaves and Fishes Food Recovery Warehouse and the food bank, and a lot of seniors are involved in that program.
Yeah. They're using the food bank as well as volunteering with the food bank?
There are seniors that are using the food bank, but the food bank requires a lot of volunteer labor, and there's a lot of seniors that are working with Loaves and Fishes. A lot of seniors working on other programs and projects around town, and so that one of the aspects of these videos is to encourage seniors to get out and be active in the community and help other people.
Well, that's a great program, and anything to encourage people to not be isolated is great.
Yeah, and the seniors have had a lot of fun making videos, so
I'm
encourage
sure.
people to hop in and join us.
So what exactly is a community champion?
Well, community champions were born out of the Seniors Connect project, and our Seniors Action Group came up with the idea to recognize people in the community who are helping other seniors, particularly those who are isolated, to be recognized.
Yes.
And so this year we're really pleased to be recognizing them again. And
in a little while, there's going to be an awards assembly, right?
there's going to be an awards ceremony. So we've kind of highlighted 4 of them.
Yeah.
However, there's a number of them that will be recognized with certificates, and they also get a couple of free tickets this year to Extended Wings, which is a really neat play, a partnership between Western Edge Theatre and Seniors Connect.
So we'll make sure that we have that up at the end of the show so people can check
Brilliant.
it out, because it is going to be something that will be found on island-wide, right?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
it has the potential to travel, and that's the neat thing about it.
So what's been your wisdom behind all of the Community Champion Project parts of Seniors Connect?
I am so inspired by the people and the seniors in our community that I've met, and it inspires me to just do more as I get older.
It does. It's a great legacy for us, isn't it? Because as we get a little bit older, we're seeing these incredible mentors ahead of us that are doing amazing things, right?
If I ever feel tired, I say, nope, I can't be tired.
And it doesn't matter how old you are.
No.
You can use activity, activity, activity.
Keeping busy, keeping engaged.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were able to share this with us. As we're leaving though, is there one thing that you would like to tell people that are watching this about growing older?
Stay positive and stay social.
Very cool. Thanks so much, Lynn.
Thank you, Kathy.
So Dale, what exactly is the Nanaimo Seniors Task Force?
Well, Kathy, the Nanaimo Seniors Task Force is a group of dedicated seniors that was put together in order to get a designation that the city's been wanting for a few years, and that's to be recognized as an age-friendly community relative to the World Health Organization's guidelines. Mm-hmm. And we've been working hard at that for the last, in my time with the NSTF, about 14 months. But there were some predecessors that were involved in a first attempt, which didn't go that well, but we're at the point now where we're ready to take it to council and get it rubber stamped to move on to the powers that be.
Which is a wonderful thing, because everywhere on Vancouver Island, age-friendly communities is becoming the new norm. What will the task force do at the end of the Connect project?
Well, the idea is that once the designation is in place, that's great to have, but it really is just the first step in making sure that the concerns of the seniors in Nanaimo and the surrounding area have their concerns met on an ongoing basis. So we're here today at this Expo to tell the story of NSTF and try and encourage some people that may not want to be involved on the task force itself, but to get involved in a domain that we know is going to be important to continue the work on going forward. So,
well, it'd be great to see what happens coming forward. Thanks so much for your time today, Dale.
Well, thanks for having me.
Can you tell me more about age-friendly status and what it means to businesses?
Well, I'm happy to do that, Teresa. A few years ago, the World Health Organization started to set up some parameters about what was an age-friendly city or an age-friendly business. And age-friendly refers to making it easy and comfortable to shop, not just for people of an advanced age, but disabled people of any age and families using strollers and things like that. To be an age-friendly business, there are some parameters that the business has to adhere to. They have to be 80% of the survey that they do.
Okay.
I think about it often when I go into businesses because I am so familiar with it. Are the aisles wide enough to handle a walker or a wheelchair?
That's important.
Is there a wheelchair accessible washroom within a particular business? Is the staff friendly? Do they treat older people as if they are condescending to them, or are they very nice to those people? So being age-friendly means that you have an ability to have a sticker put on your door, perhaps. It says that you have been deemed age-friendly. Your name may be on a website somewhere within your community that says these businesses are age-friendly. So you're going to encourage people of all of those categories, young families, disabled people, or older people, to visit those businesses because they will find them comfortable.
That's really great, and I think that seniors would appreciate that, as would mothers with strollers, to make sure they're accessible.
Yeah.
Thanks, that's great information.
You're very welcome.
Well, hello everyone. My partner in crime is on vacation. So what do? We got Dale. Now the reason we have Dale is because his name starts with a D. No other reason really, just his name starts with a D. So he's filling in today.
I'm filling in, sticking up for my friend Dan.
Good, so this is Dale Dan. So we're gonna have some fun with Dale Dan. Okay, Dale Dan, who do you think is healthier and lasts or lives longer and has a much better aging process, men or women?
Oh, I definitely think it's women that live longer, and there's a number of reasons for that. I'm slightly biased, by the way, because I think women don't nearly have to work as hard as men.
Well, we know that's totally incorrect, as women in generally actually are now kind of going a little bit crazier faster because they are taking care of their male counterparts. So I so disagree with you on that one. So let's just say I'm right, you're wrong. Now, my other question is, who do you think is more sociable as they age, men or women?
I think women are much more social because
Yes.
they have a better hearing.
Well, they have better hearing. Really? Is that why you think women are more so? That is your reasoning?
Pardon?
How exactly? I want my Dan back.
When Harry met Judy, Harry,
Yeah.
who do you think ages better, men or women?
Women, of course.
You have to say that because your wife Judy's right beside you.
Next to me.
What do you think the answer is?
I would say men, but we have a lot of help with hair color, wrinkle cream, Spanx.
So Harry, you wear Spanx and wrinkle cream.
Rarely, but when then heavily.
You look good.
Thank you, like today. A
Thank
lot of it.
Do you think age is better, men or women?
Men, definitely.
And why do you think that?
They have less stress in their lives.
And who ages better and lives healthier longer, men or women, and why?
I think men, because women take such good care of them often.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what I
Okay
think.
then.
Women do.
Why?
It's just, we do.
I suggest women do.
Yes, and why do you think that?
I think they're more cognizant of what's happening in their life, preparing their food, daily activities, especially at home where I see my wife. I kind of follow her example. And
Very nice outfit you have on, Josh. So I'm trying to remember my questions now.
Women.
And why do you think that?
Because my mom is an amazing lady and she has aged marvelously.
Yeah?
Which is better, and who is healthier longer, men or women?
I don't think it's male versus female. I think it's just healthy versus unhealthy.
Women. I have to say women.
And why do you say that?
Because women, we are pretty much under the gun all the time our life, and so we take care about ourselves pretty good, and we age differently. I think men age just beautiful. A bald head can be very sexy.
So Dan, are you throwing down the gauntlet?
Oh, I am so throwing down the gauntlet.
Men age better than women because you don't have to put a lot of makeup on, so we're more natural.
Do you really agree with that?
No, I do not.
Definitely say women, actually. Men tend to ignore ourselves. We don't tend to take care of ourselves as we think we should. So.
Interesting. What do you think? Men or women stay healthier longer?
I think women, but I thought he was going to say men because he's so healthy. But I think women do take care of themselves better.
I'm winning on this one, Dale.
Women.
I think it's typically
women.
Yeah.
I would say, that's the beer, watching the darts, right, on the couch. Us women, we look gorgeous. We don't we look great?
We do look great.
We do look great.
Men or women?
Women.
Oh,
Women.
definitely ladies. Definitely women.
I agree, definitely ladies.
Okay, why do you girls feel that way?
Well,
Now, how can I be politically correct with this?
We only have so much time here. Come on.
Help me, help me.
Men like to complain more.
Oh, and they need us to look after them, to keep them healthy, to keep those vitamins coming in, to keep those exercises so that they look good next to us.
Are you girls single?
No. Well, Dale, I would like to thank you for filling in Dan's shoes. It's not an easy feat, and you did pretty good, even though I've been calling you Dan Dale all day today. And what did you basically learn from today's session? That women basically are better, brighter, and healthier, period, right?
Maybe.
Hi, I am so pleased to introduce Bernie LaFrance. Bernie received the Sovereign Award for Volunteering in March of 2018 from the Governor General of Canada. Congratulations, Bernie.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
That's a wonderful achievement. Can you give us an idea of what volunteering means to you and why others should get involved?
Volunteering basically is a way of life. You do this because you're learning to spend time with other people. As you grow older, you find that your friends are all being too sick or unable to perform. And the society needs our help. We know stuff that they don't know about. So we need to learn and continue to teach and learn.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Bernie. You are a great inspiration. Get out there and volunteer.
Well, we're sure glad you joined us for another episode of Wise Folks. You know, if you're not coming outside into these beautiful parks and enjoying all of the wonderful things that Vancouver Island has to offer, I do invite you to check out locations within your community where you can be inside and you can meet a whole bunch of other people. Today's episode was all about finding out what the legacy projects are in the communities, and although they may be titled differently, they're most definitely available for you. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Wise Folks.
I walked with the world for a many a mile. Life was fun for a little while. As I got older, how could I smile? How could I be happy for long? I met a wise folk the other day, told me to live in a happy way. Now I'm walking in the good old way, and I'm greeting life with a song. Something is missing in my heart today. I had to stop and rest a while. Not really sure what I need. How was I to find what's wrong? I met a wise folk the other day, told me to live in a happy way. Now I'm walking in the good old way, and I'm greeting life with a song. I'm greeting life with a song.